This may be the change that we need.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever episode of Classical Cash, the trivia game show strictly based on the world of classical music. In the present day, we are faced with a huge problem. The problem that people just do not know anything related to the world of classical music. We at Classical Cash want to change this dark reality through the means of a rigorous and grueling competition. As Bela Bartok famously said, competitions are for horses, not people. Well, I think that we are people no more. So let us gallop into the abyss, my friends, and see what we find. Before we commence today's competition, let's find out who the contestants are and what they do. So, who are you and what do you do?
So I'm a composer and audio engineer from New Jersey.
You're late.
Yeah. My name is Mark Filatov.
I'm Yume Kai.
I took the train the wrong direction. I thought it was Manhattan, but it was Queens.
We're in Brooklyn.
I produce music under the moniker The Partly Because. It's pretty much like electronic pop music.
So, I sing and play piano from time to time, mainly singing.
I'm Sebastian. I have a garden.
I'm pianist, classical pianist.
Like mostly potatoes, tomatoes. I want to move on to asparagus, but asparagus is actually really hard to grow because it takes 2 years for the shoots to come out the first time.
Do you have any hobbies?
Me? Piano.
And then after that, you can keep trimming, and then it keeps growing, but the setup is like a mess. And
I would say I like walking.
you just like water and do something for like 10 minutes, and then it's a lot of waiting.
Yeah. Just like we were waiting for you. Do you think the other contestants will forgive you for winning?
Maybe not.
They know I'm a threat.
I have no idea. Hopefully.
I'm not a physical threat per se, but more of a I will make you question your musical education.
Honestly, I don't even know the other contestants, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm a threat because people will realize that I probably know more than them, even though I don't spend as much money and stuff. So,
What would you do if you won $1 million?
Ooh, good question. Maybe give a large portion of it away to a broad cause, like, UNICEF or something.
I would buy every single Baron Reiter score possible.
buy piano, buy land for a garden.
I will probably buy a house.
Who would you like to thank for this opportunity?
Chopin.
You!
My dad.
Anything less sentimental?
Anything less sentimental. This piano right here.
That's what Chopin would have wanted, I think.
Classical Cash, the classical music trivia game show, will consist of 3 preliminary challenges in which contestants will try to earn as many points as possible in order to reach the final round. The 2 highest scoring contestants will reach the final round, where they will face off and see who in fact knows more about classical music. We are going to start with the first challenge, otherwise known as Take 5, which consists of 3 categories, each containing 5 multiple choice questions, all of which the contestants have to answer. For each question that the contestant gets right, they will receive 1 point. The 3 categories in this episode are Ludwig van Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, The Mighty Five, and Igor Stravinsky. Question number 1. How many movements does Beethoven's Symphony No. 5
4.
have? A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, or D. 4?
D.
I'm gonna go with D4. 4 movements.
The answer is D.
Question number 2. What key is the second movement in? A. C major, B, A flat major, C, C minor, or D, F minor?
B, A flat.
I know it's C minor in the first movement. I will guess C major.
I'm gonna go with C major.
I think like C major. B, C, D. C, major.
Question number 3. Which year was the symphony premiered? A, 1808, B, 1910, C, 1772, D, 1798.
I'm gonna go with 1798. D.
Does everybody know like this stuff, or is it just for me? What's going on, dude?
A.
C.
Am I trying to look at my answers?
No.
I would choose 1808.
Question number 4. What is the popular nickname for this symphony? A, heroic, B, fate, C, wrath, D, all of the above.
I'm gonna go with B, fate.
B.
B, fate.
It's a trick question. It's none of them. I'm supposed to say what it is. It's the fabulous one.
Question number 5. Which instrument is not present in the symphony? A, piccolo, B, contrabassoon, C, viola, or D, bass clarinet?
I would choose contrabassoon.
A.
The clarinet, bass clarinet. C.
I'm gonna go with D, bass clarinet.
Question number 1. Which composer was not in the 5? A, Cesar Cui, B, Peter Tchaikovsky, C, Alexander Borodin, or D, Modest Mussorgsky?
A.
The second one.
I'm gonna go with A.
Tchaikovsky.
Question 2. Which Russian city did the members of the 5 reside in? A, St. Petersburg, B, Moscow, C, Odessa, D, Kiev?
I will go with A, St. Petersburg.
A.
I think it's A, St. Petersburg.
Kiev.
The Great Gate of Kiev, otherwise known as the Bogatyr Gate, was a musical movement of a unique piece titled Pictures at an Exhibition. This piece was inspired by the display of over 400 paintings by Victor Hartmann in the Academy of Arts in St. Petersburg. Who wrote The Great Gate of Kiev? A, Alexander Borodin, B, Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov, C, Modest Mussorgsky, or D, Mikhail Glinka?
Blink the Mikhail Blinkta.
I would choose Mussorgsky.
C, Mussorgsky.
C.
Question number 4. Mussorgsky's earliest known song, Gde ty Zvedochka, was written when he was 18. What is the English translation of the title? A, Why Cry, Little One? B, Is it big, my nose? C, Where are you, little star? Or D, Why leave, my love?
I would choose 4. It just sounds nice.
Which one's 4?
Widely, my love.
You mean
Oh,
D?
the D. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Where Are You Little Star is Mozart. I know. No. I'm saying that's not it, because that's Mozart. So the one before that. Yeah, that one.
So is it big, my nose?
Not that much.
I feel like Dochka could be little one. I'm gonna go with A, Why Cry, Little One.
C.
Question 5. In Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade, what was not incorporated into the composition of the symphonic suite? A. Middle Eastern folktales. B. Gamelan. C. Orientalism. D. The Russian submedian.
I'm gonna go with B. Gamelan.
Dominant, tonic, submedian.
D.
I'll choose A.
Question number 1. Which city did Igor Stravinsky die in? A. Paris, France. B. Los Angeles, USA. C. New York City, USA. Or D. Clarence, Switzerland.
B.
That's hard. I would choose. I know it's in the United States for sure. I think. I would choose Los Angeles.
I will go with A. Paris, France.
Are there options like
Those were the options.
no, I mean, yeah.
Do you know what options are by definition?
I mean like can I phone somebody?
Question number 2.
Okay.
Which conductor and musicologist co-authored numerous books about Stravinsky and the composer's views on music and culture? A. W.H. Auden. B. Martin Labajevich. C. Thomas Mann. Or D. Robert Kraft.
Okay, I would choose A. I don't care.
D.
So what did you say? The third one.
D. Robert Kraft.
Question number 3. Which of the following names was not given to any of Stravinsky's brothers? A. Yuri. B. Guri.
Guri.
C.
Guri is not a real name.
C. Duri. D. Roman.
I'm gonna go with D. Roman.
D.
I don't know. Maybe C. Duda.
Question number 4. Who designed both the costumes and set for the original production of Stravinsky's ballet Pulcinella? A. Thomas Mann. B. Pablo Picasso. C. W.H. Auden. Or D. Sergei Diaghilev.
C.
I would choose 4.
4?
Or A. I mean,
A.
A. Oh my god.
A? Wait, so 4 is A? What?
Okay, repeat the question again. I'm getting so lost. A.
Costume design. I'm gonna go with D. Sergei Diaghilev.
Well, Picasso is the best, so Picasso.
Question number 5. How many acts does Stravinsky's ballet Pulcinella have in total? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. Or D. 4.
2?
A1.
D.
Well, three's like the perfect number.
So how do you think you did?
Not too great, but not bad at the same time.
Horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah.
I would be surprised if I did well.
So out of 15, how many points do you think you got?
Out of 15, I'm hoping at least, I think 10.
6.
Well, probably none of them.
Probably like 5.
5? In the second challenge, otherwise known as Counterpoint. Get it? Because counterpoint, counterpoint. In this challenge, contestants will give their best approximation for all the number-related classical music trivia questions that we ask them. If the question directly references a composer's work, the contestants are allowed to ask to see the score. The contestant with the closest answer to a question will receive 1 point. If one of the contestants by some miracle nails the number right on the head, they will receive 3 points. Question 1. What year was Alexander Scriabin's Piano Sonata No. 5 published?
I will go with 1905.
No options. I just have to.
1905.
1826.
Wait, 1967?
Question number 2. How old was Bela Bartok when he died?
No. 71.
82.
I will go with 63.
66.
Question number 3. What year was Elisabeth de la Guerre's Harpsichord Suite in D minor written in?
Score, please.
May I have a score, please? Thank you.
2004.
All right, 2004 it is.
Wait,
Question
can I
number...
change my answer?
No.
I will go with 15.
Anytime this century?
What was it? Was it a year? 1740. That's it. Don't worry.
1689.
Question number 4. How old was Gustav Mahler when he first met Alma Schindler, his future wife?
20.
Mahler is like curly hair, right? So like 1901.
What does curly hair have to do with the year?
Just the style. That wouldn't be allowed like before that time, like to have hair that kind of free.
I will go with 22.
Oh, was it his age? Yeah. Oh. He was 56.
24.
Question number 5. How old was Alma Schindler?
I will go with 20.
56, obviously.
16.
20.
Wow, some of those people really couldn't nail their dates, could they? Okay, now it's time to proceed to challenge number 3. Score check. Check the score. Check the score. Check the score. Now it's time to move on to the third preliminary challenge, which I like to call Score Check, where the contestants will receive original manuscripts, where they will have to try to identify the composer of the manuscript. For each correct answer that a contestant gives, they will get 1 point. If they manage to guess the piece as well, they get an additional 3 points. So this round's really crucial if you want to make a comeback. Okay, so flip score number 1. Well, you know, you're supposed to put them on top of them.
Yeah. Oops.
That's not the order.
Dude, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to scroll.
So for score number 1, which composer do you think wrote this piece?
No clue.
Okay, it's very neat.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Pass. Okay.
Piano, right? Chopin.
Alright. Any guess on the piece?
Nocturne? Some nocturne?
Alright.
No.
Is your life on the line if you get the answer wrong?
Yeah. I think I'll pass with this one.
You'll pass?
Yeah.
6 flats. 12, 8. Interesting. I will go with Olivier Messiaen for number 1.
Next question. Flip the score.
I'm so bad at this. Oh my god. Okay, I will say Bach.
Alrighty then.
No. Yeah.
I was not prepared for this.
For score number 2, I will go with Claude Debussy.
This is a lot of corrections. Coffee. It's, like Beethoven is like coffee.
Flip the third score.
I know this one.
And for score number 3, I will go with Johannes Brahms.
Oh my god, what is it?
It has to be Stravinsky.
Oh, wait.
the typography, it looks like
It's handwritten.
like a modern doctor. No, but the style.
Alright.
Stop counting. I played this before.
I played it too.
Oh my god!
It's really hard.
Is it Beethoven? What is it? Don't tell me.
It was Passionata.
Apasionado.
Yeah, take a look at the score again. Wait, show them the score again. Man, these guys really should have cracked the books, huh? While we at Classical Cash put our math skills to the test counting up these scores, let's take a quick commercial break where we will listen to someone who probably knows what he's talking about.
This program is hosted by 88 Keys. 88 Keys offers private lessons in South Brooklyn for piano, violin, guitar, and music production. Students receive free use of practice rooms, as well as quality instruction for every level. Call the number above or click the link in the description below to claim a complimentary lesson to find the right teacher for you.
Also, if you're around North Brooklyn and you want piano, violin, guitar, or voice lessons, look no further than KOBO Music Studio. Send an email to the address listed below if you are interested or if you have any questions. Hope you guys enjoyed our commercial break. It's now time for the final round, which I like to call Round Triangle. The two remaining contestants will now engage in a speed round. For each correct answer that a contestant gives, they will receive 1 point. May the best musician win. Question number 1. The opera Tosca, written by Giacomo Puccini in 1899, was premiered at Teatro Costanzi in Rome in the year of 1900. Which language is the libretto in?
Italian.
Correct. Question 2. Before pursuing his legendary career as a conductor, which instrument did Arturo Toscanini play in the orchestra?
Cello.
Question number 3. Jean Sibelius was a composer and violinist of the late Romantic and early modern periods. His 7 symphonies, among other works, are often performed in his home country. Which country is Jean Sibelius from?
Finland.
Question number 4. After a long attempt to complete an opera, Claude Debussy's Symbolist opera in 5 acts premiered in 1902. What is the title of this work?
Helios and Melisande.
Which German composer had triskaidekaphobia, otherwise known as the fear of the number 13? Not a single guess? There's no penalty here.
Oh, there's no penalty.
Question number 6. Which Hungarian composer is regarded as one of the founders of ethnomusicology?
Bella Bartok.
Question number 7. A piece written for 13 percussionists, Ionization was among the first works to be performed on the concert stage for percussion ensemble alone. Who composed Ionization?
Edgar Barres.
Number 8. What is the monophonic liturgical music of the Roman Catholic Church called? Frequently performed by monks.
Organ.
Question number 9. Guillaume de Montchamp was one of the most prominent composers of the 14th century. Which country was Guillaume de Montchamp born in?
France.
Question number 10. The Messiah, an English oratorio, was written in 1741. Who wrote The Messiah?
Gonna have to go with Handel.
The Quartet for the End of Time was written in a prisoner of war camp in Görlitz, Germany. It is scored for clarinet, violin, cello, and piano. Who wrote the quartet for The End of Time?
Olivier.
Very good. Question number 12. Which revolutionary American composer of the 20th century is known for pioneering aleatoric music, otherwise known as chance music?
John Cage.
Very good. Another answer correct for Pranav. Man, you may not pick it up. Question number 13. Ars Nova. It refers to a musical style that flourished in France during the late Middle Ages. What does the term Ars Nova translate to in English?
New art?
Close, but not. Wait. Actually, sorry, you're absolutely correct. I didn't look at my name. You are correct. Ars Nova is the correct answer. Question number 14. The nocturne refers to a musical composition inspired by the night. Which Irish composer is known as the inventor of the nocturne?
Irish composer?
All right, time's up. The correct answer is John Field. Question number 15. Which ballet incited a riot during its premiere in 1913 Paris?
The Rite of Spring.
Correct. And we have our winner with, I think, 12 or 13 points. I have to think. 13, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I just didn't write it correctly. Yeah, so 13-0. Holy moly, you win. Man, that was quite the competitive contest, wasn't it? Thank you for joining us today. I hope you had a great time watching. There will be a new episode every new and full moon, as long as we have the budget. So I'm sure that we'll find some spare change in the couch somewhere. If you enjoyed this episode of Classical Cash, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you next time.
That's what Chopin would have wanted, I think.